Hello, everybody! Welcome once again to my sofa here in the romantic Tetuan neighborhood of Madrid. I'm Daniel Welsh from AprendeMasIngles.com, and today we are going to do this video all in English. I have a question from a reader in Colombia. His name is Pasto, and he wants to know about the difference between a village, a city, and a town. So, the difference between a village, a city, and a town is pretty simple. A village is small. A city is big. A town is medium. A village has 100 people, or it has 500 people, or it has 1,000 people. But if you start getting up closer to 5,000 or 10,000 people, it's definitely a town, right? Village is small. Town, medium. City, big. Right? So, Los Angeles is a city. Madrid is a city. New York is a city. Paris is a city. Beijing is a city. Towns, are smaller things. We have lots of towns here in Spain, named after saints, for example, San Juan de la Valle or whatever. Would be a village, for example. So, I want to talk a little bit more about town, and then I'll give you some examples. Town, actually, in American English can be a little bit ambiguous because, for example, Frank Sinatra has a song called My Kind of Town. My Kind of Town is a song about Chicago. Chicago is a big city, but Sinatra says, my kind of town, and no problem. We have some other expressions with town that are ambiguous also. We don't, it's not important if I live in a big city or if I live in a small town. I use town, whatever, doesn't matter, right? So, let's talk about town and city and village. First, we're going to talk about town, though. Town. Example number 1. Maria moved to town last year. Maria moved to town last year is to the place where I live. A town or a city, it's not important. If I live in Los Angeles, if I live in Madrid, if I say Maria moved to town last year, I mean she moved to Madrid, right? Doesn't matter. Town is ambiguous in this sense. I could also say, call me when you get to town. Call me when you get to town. Somebody is visiting the city, for example, and I say, call me when you get to town. We'll have lunch, for example. And I want to say that we are going to meet when they are in the city. Example number 3. He's going out of town for the weekend. He's going out of town for the weekend. It's not important if it's a big city or anything. He's leaving. He's going on vacation for a weekend. He's going out of town for the weekend. Example number 4. There's a big park outside of town. Outside of town is outside of town, not in town, outside of town. So there's a big park outside of town. Number 5. Let's go downtown to do the shopping. Downtown is what the British would call to the city center. In American English, we call it downtown. Let's go downtown to do the shopping. Let's go downtown to have some dinner. Let's go downtown to have a drink. Downtown, the city center. Right? Number 6. She moved to the big city to become an actress. She moved to the big city to become an actress. In this case, city is, city. We understand city to be big, but a lot of times we say the big city, just to be a little bit less ambiguous about it. Just like a lot of times we say a small town. She comes from a small town, but she moved to the big city to become an actress. Small town, big city. Small town, big city. Right? Easy. let's talk about the next one. I like this expression. Number 7. When I get older, I'm going to get out of this one-horse town. When I get older, I'm going to get out of this one-horse town. A one-horse town is a very small town, right? You can imagine if a town has only one horse, it is not very important. So, I'm going to get out of this one-horse town. That's how I felt back in Phoenix. Number 8. Just to give you an example of village. Number 8 is my parents grew up in a village in the mountains. My parents grew up in a village in the mountains. It's also possible to say my parents grew up in a small village in the mountains. A small village, well, a village is small. I don't think we would ever say a big village. No, don't say it. Small village. Big city. Small town. Big city. You know, city is big. And we can say these things. Number 8. No, that was number 8. Number 9. Arizona has a lot of ghost towns. Ghost town is another interesting expression. It's an abandoned town. Arizona has a lot of ghost towns. In the past, there were silver mines or gold mines or something. There was a town associated with the mine. Now there's no silver, no gold. A ghost town. Right? So, I hope you enjoyed this video, all in English. Go to my website, aprendemasingles.com or .com if you prefer, to see the examples in writing. I'll put the link down here, or I'll put the link up here, better. And you can see the examples in writing. Thank you very much to Pasto in Colombia for his question, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.